Alright, here we are on the review of flat-free foam tires on the lawnmower using the liquid can stuff, the great stuff, and did the other side with the Loctite. And this lawnmower tire right here was done with great stuff. It used 4 cans and it set the bead, it started foaming up, all that stuff. You know, it looked real promising and everything else. And you know, I drilled a little 1/8 inch hole up on top. You can see right here, it all dried up, it sealed itself. You know, it looked real good. But after a couple of days, it went flat without even using it. And I waited about a week, you know, let everything set up real nice and good, and you could just push on it, you know, right here, just nothing. It's like a flat tire. So I ended up breaking the bead off and looking down in there, and it turned into a slurry, you know, it either stayed liquid or moved back to liquid. The first can went in, and you know, I was pulling the tire apart like this, and you can see it starting to foam up and all that. And then after the second can, it set the bead, so I couldn't really see anymore. But it just never really set up. It just turned back into a slurry, you know. So I'm gonna try something else with this tire and see if that works, and you know, go from there. But like I said, this one just didn't work. All right, guys, here's the review of which one of these worked out best, and kind of the do's and don'ts, and the tips and the tricks of how to fill these tires with foam and you know, make them flat free. First off, this was the one that I used the great stuff on, and there's a little bit of a clip inside of this video that will show you what it looked like. I didn't put water in here, and that's a big trick. You're supposed to put water in here. Once the liquid foam hits moisture, it starts to expand and starts the reaction of turning it into a foam. So I didn't do it on this one to begin with, and it just stayed kind of a slurry. But I did add water in it after the fact, you know, about 10 days afterwards. I added water, and it started, you know, just swelling up. And then I also added another can just for good measures. And I mean, this thing is rock hard. I mean, rock hard. It's like it has 100 pounds of pressure in it. I don't even get it this hard. You know, when I put air in there, and just to make sure that it wasn't a slurry or anything like that, again, I ended up drilling a hole, and you can see it right there, and a little bit of the water came out. But I mean, that was it, you know, just a little bit of water, a little bit of pressure relief. But I mean, this thing is still rock hard. It filled up all the holes. All of this stuff was where it oozed out. You can kind of see it on the right there was where I drilled the hole for the air. But you know, on the other one, you can see real good there. It sealed up all the little tiny holes I had. The whole reason why this tire was going flat to begin with. You know, but add water, that's the main thing. And then, as you can see on this side over here, this is the Loctite side. You know, once again, rock hard. You know, I have great faith in these that they're gonna last. And as you can see, this isn't spillover. This is actually where the stuff came out. The spray can came out of the tire, and just filled up all the little tiny holes and stuff like that. And I did this one too. I don't know if I can find it real quick or not, but I drilled all, there it is right there. I ended up drilling another hole in here just to make sure that it wasn't a slurry. It actually set up. There's no air pressure or anything like that. And I mean, you know, this thing is just rock hard. As you can see me standing on it, it doesn't even flex, you know. I have great faith in there. Now, as far as which one's better, you know, I can't say. You know, I had some technical difficulties the first go around with the great stuff. The Loctite, you know, it looks good. The Loctite says that it's 4 times more dense, but here's a little sample that spilled out. Now, this wider part is the Loctite part, And I mean, you can just see I can just smash it with my fingers like nothing, you know. And then this yellow stuff is the great stuff, and the same thing. I mean, I can just smash it with my fingers, and for something that's supposedly being 4 times more dense than the competition, it's not. They're pretty equal, if not, you know, exactly equal, the same stuff. The main difference though is if you're using this stuff on a house or something like that, this Loctite comes out white, and most of the other stuff comes out this nasty orange color, yellowish orange color, as you can see right there. You know, there's the orange, and then here's a piece of the Loctite, and you can tell the difference right there. So if you're using it for a house or something like that, you know, I'd probably go with the Loctite. The Loctite was also cheaper, you know, by a couple dollars a can, and you know, like I said, to me they're equal. They did about the same thing. It was a little bit of a learning curve. One other thing is you know, this was the tire that I kind of messed up on, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like a little bit of a flat spot right around in there. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but I think that came from not getting it you know, equalized in there, not getting it all the way around. And when I was doing this tire, I was spinning it. I would put in a can and I would spin it, and I'd try to get that stuff slung all the way around the tire. And you know, I kept doing that just to try to get it equal and everything like that. So I think that's a big plus. If you're gonna do your own tires, make sure you put a can in and spin it real good, you know, and try to get that stuff slung out so it can expand, not sitting on top of each other. But you know, that's kind of my review of it. You know, I'll probably post another review a year from now or so, or you know, I guess if it fails, I'll post one. But if it doesn't ever fail, I probably won't ever post another one. But I am extremely happy with this. You know, like I said, it's rock hard. I drilled holes in these. You know, just a little bit of water came out of that one, and that was it. Nothing came out of the other side. So you know, I'm pretty pleased. And you know, like I said, if I were to pick one, I would pick the Loctite. You know, it comes out white, it stays white, and it was just a cheaper can. They're both the same size, but you know, as far as it being 4 times more dense, nah, they're pretty much equal on density. So that's kind of my review, and you know, don't forget to comment and subscribe and hit the like button. So thank you.